Sir Alex Ferguson on his illustrious career, life-changing illness and a new film directed by his son that tells his story.
Now, one man who won't be happy with that result is the former Manchester United manager, Sir Alex Ferguson. Sir Alex enjoyed extraordinary success with the club and is now the subject of a film charting his life and his recovery from a brain hemorrhage in 2018. He's been talking to the BBC Sports editor Dan Rowan about his career and the men who played for him.
The players I inherited at Aberdeen and Manchester United were strong, were powerful, and it has changed because it's become a more protective life nowadays, you know, and I know they've got social media and things like that which is creating some sort of problems, but in the main that I was very lucky to inherit the kind of players I did in my earlier days, you know.
Do you think that you would find it harder if starting your managerial career today, because the role of the manager seems to have shifted somewhat?
Personally, I don't think so. I'll tell you why I don't think so. I think it's my personality. I think that I had something in me that was bound to get me somewhere in life, you know. And I've not been boastful here, but I think I had that personality to do well, and the drive to do well, and the hunger and the energy. I think there are young people out there with the drive, what you see with Klopp, for instance. How the drive he's brought to Liverpool. He's a young man, and Pep Guardiola, the job he's done at City. You know, there is a place for people with the right credentials and the right material, and there are obstacles, but the good ones will find a way.
You gave a quote recently around the Super League. The Champions League final is the climax of the movie, and it builds to this crescendo. The whole film builds to that incredible moment, which I suspect even, 22 years on, you sometimes struggle to believe what actually happened that night. But the future of that tournament was obviously under threat up until recently. What did you make of that, and what's happened since?
Well, as a player, I played in European football, at Rangers and Dunfermline. And then, as a manager, I took a provincial club like Aberdeen to beat Real Madrid in a final in Gothenburg. Every club should have that dream to achieve what Aberdeen did. So that's the answer. You cannot ever forget the real reason for football today, that as small as a guy can climb to the top of Everest. You know, and that's the best way I can put that. We can't do without that, really.